Today I'm gonna be talking about. The band. So that one there. So gonna be talking about this will be their second album. So before that, I'm gonna get into where they formed and all that, and the style of music they played. So the band was a Canadian American rock band who formed in Toronto, Ontario, with Rick Danko on bass, guitar, vocals, and fiddle. Garth Hudson on organ, keyboards, accordion, saxophone. Richard Manuel on piano, drums, vocals, and Robbie Robertson on guitar, piano, percussion. All Canadian. And also Lee Von Helm on drums, vocals, mandolin, guitar, bass guitar. So the style of music they played was a different style. It was kind of like Americana, roots rock. It also had that kind of style of country rock as well as kind of style like of Bob Dylan. Which, so yeah, so like I said, they formed, like I said, in Canada. I think in 1967. So today I'm going to be talking about this will be their second album. So this album here was released on September 22nd of 1969. So this album here is kind of like roots rock. It had that kind of style, a little bit of that style of country rock. It also had that other style of, like, if you ever heard of Bob Dylan, quite similar to Bob Dylan, their style, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were kind of a backup band for Bob Dylan before their first album came out. I think it like around 64, 65, something like that. So this album here, Rick Danko is on vocals, bass guitar, violin, trombone. Lee Von Helm is on vocals, drums, mandolin, guitar. Garth Hudson is on organ, I don't know how to pronounce that, Clavinet, piano, accordion, soprano, tenor, baritone saxophones, as well as slide trumpet. Richard Manuel is on vocals, piano, drums, baritone saxophone, harmonica. Robbie Robertson is on guitar. Also said it had other additional, one other one here. John Simon, it said, was on, I guess, tuba, electric piano, as well, I guess. Interesting. So I'm going to be talking about the songs on this album. So it starts off with a 2-minute 53-second song. Even before I get into it, let me show you the inside here. So like if you're in that style like Bob Dylan, definitely this is an album to check out. Oh, and here's the back of it. So getting back to this album here. So it starts off with let me see here. Starts off with the 2-minute 53-second song "Across the Great Divide," "Rag Mama Rag," "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down," "When You Awake," "Up on Cripple Creek," "Whispering Pines." After that is "Your Mama Surrender." After that is "Rocking Chair." After that one is "Looking Out Cleveland," "Jawbone." After that is "The Unfaithful Servant." And the very last song on this album is "King Harvest Has Surely Come." And I found on this one here, it had bonus songs. Some of the songs that I believe, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 were alternate, like kind of outtakes of some of the songs off this album here. But yeah, like I said, if you're into that kind of style, like if you like stuff like Bob Dylan, music like his, definitely this is, or I find some of it, Neil Young's music is, you could say, is quite similar in a way to this as well. But I found it was a great album. On this album here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on this album, it said they had a couple singles, "Up on Cripple Creek," which became obviously a very popular song of theirs, and a big hit, as well as "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down" was released as a single on November 29th of 1969, as well as, I believe, 2 other songs here were released as a single as well, which was "Rag Mama Rag" and "The Unfaithful Servant." So I take it for songs that came off the album that became singles would have to be obviously really, really, really good. But yeah, great, great album. I really, really enjoyed it. Like I said, if you're into that music, like I said, the style, like kind of like Bob Dylan, their music is similar to Bob Dylan. Definitely great, great album to check out. So I'll go through the songs again, then I'm going to finish it off. So it starts off with "Across the Great Divide," "Rag Mama Rag," "The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down," "When You Awake," "Up on Cripple Creek," "Whispering Pines," "Your Mama Surrender," "Rockin' Chair," "Look Out Cleveland," "Jawbone," "The Unfaithful Servant," and the very last song is "King Harvest Has Surely Come." Here's the back of it. All the songs on the album here. But what a great, great, great album. So yeah, like the original one, like has 12 songs. This here, it was like it said remastered. We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bonus songs. So the original has 12 songs altogether. But what a great, great, great album. So let me know what you think down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching this, and every single one of you for supporting my channel. Greatly appreciate it for that one. Yeah, what an great album. So it's not a Canadian band, not like straight Canadian. It says Canadian American band, rock band. But anyways, let me know what you're thinking. Thank you so much for every single one of you support me. I got, I believe, 2 more to do, and thank you so much. And hopefully I get them done today. Probably I will. Hope so. And thank you so much for watching, and have a good day, and see you around, and bye.